Every day we hear stories of the most crushing indignity, the most grievous inhumanity, just cruelty for its own sake. Madeline Lee Taylor and her story embodies all of that.
Well, I'm a Navy vet. Spent 6 years in before they asked me politely to leave for being gay. So I know what it feels like to be fired because you're gay.
Madeline, as an honorably discharged veteran of the Navy, was certainly entitled to be interned at the Idaho Veterans Cemetery.
There's just something about it that strikes a chord that it's a great injustice. It's one of the final indignities that you can inflict on somebody, is that your spouse can't be buried with you. It just makes no sense. And so I wanted to help her correct that injustice.
So I went out there to the Veterans Cemetery and asked them if I could pre-register. I needed a place for me and my wife. And they said, no way. I could pre-register for me, but not my wife. So I left. I was mad. The lawyers told me I should go back out and register anyway. So I did and got all pre-registered. They sent a letter saying the registration's good for me, but not for my wife, unless they change the law here in Idaho. So we're working to change the law now.
She has to grieve and fight. And that is so typical. Madeline is unique, but her story is not.
After she passed away, I went through a year of depression. I miss her. She's with me, right here. And she keeps whispering to me. I miss her so much, sometimes my arms ache. And she promised to wait for me. She's waiting by the eastern gate, up in heaven.
A lot of male veterans, straight male veterans, have contacted her and said they'd be more than willing to give up their own space at the cemetery if it could in any way provide more room for her and her spouse, which I think is very touching.
What's so wonderful about doing this work at this moment in time is that we have so many allies and champions who stand with us, and the team that we have representing Madeline Lee Taylor gives me great confidence. And certainly this moment that we're in gives me great confidence that this final wish of hers will be vindicated.